What is up, cool cats of the interwebs? It is the pre-review crew back at it for a brand new year. So, as always, we take a break off in January and then we come back in February because nobody releases anything in fucking January. So, we're going to pretend like that whole month does not exist. But what we are going to do is talk about some really cool games and what we're excited for the year coming up, but also give you our previews for February, and then you can come back next month and see how they did. But before we get into all that, let me introduce you to my cast of characters. I have Brennan
Hello.
and I have Mike.
Hello.
So first, we're gonna kick it over to the games that we are excited for. These are games that are coming out in February, or not in February, but this year in general. Um, and we are going to give our previews for how we think these games are going to do. So the first game, is going to be Mike's game. It's Marvel Token. Is it Token or Token? Token?
Tokan.
Tokan. There we go. Fighting Souls. It's a fighting action game developed by Arc System Works and published by Sony Interactive, coming out on PC and PS5 sometime this year.
So I like me some fighting games. Particularly I love the old Marvel vs. Capcom games. And the last Marvel vs. Capcom game wasn't exactly good. So, they announced this last year and it's got me hyped. It's Arc System Works who right now have a lot of fighting games out, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Fighters. They're the ones behind those games. So this looks pretty good. It's a team battle game of 4 characters on each team, and it looks like what Marvel vs. Capcom should be. So I'm like really excited about this, hoping they announce a release date soon. I didn't get to play the betas. I was busy those weekends with life, so I didn't get to like try this game out yet. But I did watch a lot of the gameplay, and I'm like super excited that this looks really good.
I think it's really cool that they are doing more with the Marvel. Have they done a Marvel fighting game before?
Just the like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay. So this is like the first time that Marvel is sort of getting its full own dedicated fighting game.
Yeah.
That will be really neat. Do we know like do we know if there's teams?
Yeah, it's a 4v4.
Okay. Can you go 1v1?
I don't know if they're gonna add that. Um, they did for Dragon Ball Fighters, so I could imagine for this they probably will give you the option to do custom battles, which Fighters does, where you could do a 1v1. So I can imagine they'd add it for this as well. It'd be a shame if they didn't, just because sometimes 1v1 is a lot of fun.
I only ask because um in my opinion, seeing all that on a screen can get very distracting. Um so I'm curious to like see how it plays out because like fighting games like normally they're just like that solid. I don't know what kind of like point of view you would say it is, but it's almost like you're this is so hard to explain. Like it's not like Melee. Like Melee has that like pulled out view so you can see everything. And
Oh yeah.
and you get to like interact with the whole landscape and it has multiple levels. And this is more so like in that traditional fighting where it's just like the ground and like
Mhm.
the backdrop and you're not zoomed out, like you're zoomed in, and it's just like, are you really gonna have a 4v4 on
Well, I
something that
mean,
small. Also,
I
I
mean,
have
it
not seen the trailer. I didn't watch a trailer.
okay, yeah, because it's one character at a time. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay, so
it's not all four characters out at once. You can call your assist, but yeah, it's one character at a time.
okay. That's kind of lame.
Yeah, like if you play Dragon Ball Fighters, it's like that.
I don't know if I like them, I'm not gonna lie. I was like thinking like, oh, I was hoping maybe they went for like the melee thing because I think that would be cool.
Oh,
But like,
eight characters all at once.
yes. Why not? Like, I think
Honestly, when I would play Melee, I never played eight characters.
yo, like that
It was
shit
too
gets.
much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I lose track of myself, and then I think I'm somebody else, and then my
Yeah,
character's like floating 50 feet to the left, and I'm sitting over here la di da di da.
yeah. So it's not that. It's not that.
Okay, so I guess I want some more information because it's like, are you playing, like, do you have a team of four, but you
Yes,
play as one main character with like three backup characters that you can
you,
call
you, can-
in, or
you
can
can
you
switch
swap them?
in. You can swap them.
Okay, so it's one person controlling a team
Yeah,
of
the
four.
four. Yeah.
See, this is a lot more lamer than I thought.
What are you talking about?
I thought it was actually going to be like a team based game. Like, you got
Yeah,
four
that's what you.
people sitting
Yeah,
there.
you can call your assists and everything. You can call characters to come in to do an assist move for you.
Yeah, but I thought that would be somebody else.
No, no, it's one person.
They do have a 4v4 on here. I am watching in the trailer where everybody is on screen. I
Yeah,
do think that, like I said, that's going to be a bit much. So, but again, like, we only get to see 8 characters so far, which is interesting, especially the ones that they showed. So it's Captain America, Iron Man, Star Lord, Storm, Miss Marvel, Spider Man, Ghost Rider, and Doctor Doom. Which
so far.
surprised that Ghost Rider's there because who the fuck remembers him? Like if you're old like us, the only thing you remember is Nicolas Cage with his head on fire.
No, if you're old like me, you remember the cartoons from the 90s.
I didn't even know that those were a thing. So we are, you know how old Mike is at the moment. Um, but then also, uh, anyway, I'll get into that bit in a second. But yeah, Mike, Brennan, you got anything more to say?
This looks cool. Um, I don't think it's anything that I would play personally because I don't really do fighting games much anymore. But
Hmm.
I think this is like it looked visually, it looks really good. Like the art styles, I think that would age very well in like 10, 20 years. So I think that's really cool. And I feel like if you're looking for Marvel versus Capcom without the Capcom part, this is probably the best bet you have. I think this
Hmm.
was dope.
Now,
Yeah, so I think yeah, because the last good team fighting game I remember was Dragon Ball Fighters. That was like what 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, and people are still playing that shit. So it's like I imagine that this game would probably have um, a similar lifeline. Not lifeline. I can't think of the word. It would.
Yeah,
This game would also last a long time because if people are still playing fighters, then I imagine that there are probably more people in the West that like Marvel than Dragon Ball? Question mark. I don't know.
especially since they're the same company did both games.
Yeah, that too. I feel like there's going to be a lot of crossover there, so that's smart.
Yeah, yeah.
so a while back, PlayStation released details on what they are calling the Flex Strike, which is their first wireless fight stick. Um, at the moment, don't I don't think there is a price on it.
No, not yet.
Um, some people estimated to be around $200 to $300. Um, and it says it's ultra low latency. It has a rechargeable battery. It comes with a case. Um, it also has a touchpad, which I think is really cool. And you can do a whole bunch of different things. Um,
I was looking at fight sticks the other day, and yeah, I was looking at this one, the Flex Strike.
how do we think this is going to hold up? I know nothing about fight sticks. Um,
I want to see more of it. Um, the design is very minimalistic, which I like. I hate. I'm looking at a fight stick right now. It's a leverless one, so that means it's directional buttons instead of like the actual joystick. And this thing's got a shit ton of buttons on it. Um, so the Flex Strike is nice because it's very minimalistic. The only and yeah, it's wireless, which is nice. All my fight sticks are wired, so I have to sit a certain position on my PC in order to plug in. Because I'm too cheap to buy a very long cable. But the Flex Strike, I have my eye on it. I'm waiting to see how much it is before I like start investing and saying it's going to be good. Because if it's like a $500 stick, which it's Sony, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not going for that shit. But if it's like a $200-300 stick, maybe I'll see if I can slide that.
Question: because it's wireless, don't to me it's like if you're playing like a fighting game, wouldn't you rather go wired over wireless for even like the chance of any input lag?
I would, but it's nice that it's wireless. So you can plug in two of these at the same time wirelessly on the PlayStation, which is really cool.
But like, it can also do wired too, right?
Yeah, I think it can.
I would hope so, only because like I don't to me like I think the idea of a wireless fight stick
yes.
sounds cool on paper, but then on the flip side, I'm like I would literally never use that. It's like a mouse. Like to be honest with you, I like the idea of wireless mouses to me are cool, but I'm like I would literally never use one because if like I run out of batteries or something and I throw my mice out of a fucking window, like I'm gonna be upset, you know.
What the
Like
fuck?
that's just where I'm at these days. If I just plug it in and it works, I'm
At
not
least it
upset.
has some recoil to boomerang back into your face.
That's fine. I
But
deserve it at that point.
yes, so on their website it says you can use it wireless with PlayStation Link or wired USB-C connections.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
I don't know. It's just me putting in my opinion where it is not needed. But I don't know, anything wireless to me nowadays, I'm like, yeah.
I will say I think it's really neat, um, like what they're doing with this like PS Link stuff. Like so you can do like different audio for immersive audio. Like Mike said, you can have two fight sticks connected at the same time. Um, you can keep your DualShock connected, and just like the design seems really cool. Um, so it has the digital stick, buttons with mechanical switches, toolless interchangeable restrictor gates, and durable ergonomic design. And the bottom is a non-slip base, which I think is neat. I feel like I think this would be really cool. I think it would even be neater, and this is me getting my hopes up, if the white part of this was like the faceplates for the PS5 and you can take them
off.
off
Yeah.
and change them different colors. I think that'd be really neat. They probably didn't think that far, so
You never know.
do with that what you will, Sony, but please give me a couple dollars if you decide to use that idea. We're all broke around here. Not giving out
Give me
ideas for free.
give me a free flex strike.
Yeah, how about 5 of them actually?
Yeah.
I think this is neat. Like nobody I mean, I'm assuming I haven't heard Xbox saying anything like they have one. Haven't heard Nintendo saying they have one. So,
Nintendo has one.
they do?
I don't know if it's Nintendo brand. But there are Nintendo Fight Sticks.
I'm
Oh
more
yeah, no. It's third party.
okay, yeah. I was talking from the makers. So, I mean, I think this is
Yeah.
really really neat for Sony to hop on because of course it's a market that none of the other ones have touched yet. Um so I'm curious to see how well this one works. I think the only thing that sucks is that of course it's PlayStation. So if you want to use it on something else, I'm assuming that you're probably going to be limited to using it wired.
Mhm.
Um, so, I mean, that's the only thing that I can see sucking about it because I don't want to buy a $300 fight stick and take it somewhere and then be like, haha, you can't use that. Oh, darn. But yeah, I think that's really neat.
I'm keeping my eye on it.
We'll need a full review. We'll start a GoFundMe so we can get you one.
I would like that a lot.
Needed for research, you can write it off on your taxes. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
the next game that we're going to talk about is 1348 X Voto. It's an action adventure third party game. It's developed by Seedlo Leo and published by Dear Villagers. It's coming out just as Marvel on PC and PS5 on March 12th. Okay, now I will say there was nothing on the list that had a solid release date for this year that I was like, "Oh my god, I want to talk about that." And then I was on TikTok and the gays were talking about this because it is a female knight who is going after her like friend or lover um to get her back. I was like, okay, okay. It just it looks cool. I feel like I want to branch out into more medieval um era games because I read a book called The Devils and it's like a grim dark medieval background and I was like, "Oh, I love this. Give me more. Like take me through the plague. I want to be in the trenches." And I saw this and I was like, "Yeah, this is it. This is what I want to play." It just looks really good. Also, Jennifer English is in it, and she
Oh, no.
was in what's that game, guys? Claire Obscura, Expedition
Oh,
33.
okay.
So
Yeah, I like the setting of this. I was watching the trailer on it, and like you said, like I like that just that dark medieval fantasy kind of setting. Um, that's like one of my favorite, like when I read literature, like the whole Dark Ages thing. So this just looks really promising, really interesting. Watching the trailer right now, it just looks dark. I want dark, and this is what this is giving me.
like it's I will say the art style for the characters, they look a little weird in my opinion, but I think that lends itself to the vibe. Like, one, these people don't know fashion. Two, we also don't like we don't know anything, and I'm just like, I need to know. I don't know. I just want to play this game. Like, it looks so good. It just give me this game. Also, like, woman night, female night. Excuse me. Excuse me. We don't see that a lot. So I'm like, of course I want to play this. I get to play as a woman.
Just now.
But yeah, I'm curious. I'm definitely I plan on picking this up. I think I'll probably pick this up for my PC instead of my PS5. That way it actually gets played. Um
My God,
and
that is so true.
I just my PS5 is like a paperweight at this point. Um but yeah, I'm so ready for this. It just looks so good. Like, I have not been excited for like an action adventure fighting game in like a hot second outside of like Assassin's Creed, if you want to count that. Um
We don't.
yeah, we're not going to talk about them. Ubisoft is its own dumpster fire at this moment, and we're just going to ignore it. Um but yeah, I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
I am all about the lesbians, though that haircut is not doing her forehead any justice. Anyway,
No, it is
last
not.
it is not. Like, she looks like Mike in season 1 of Stranger Things.
Oh, I
Um
think you can say Mike when he was a teenager.
that too. That too. I haven't seen Mike when he's a teenager. But anyway, last game we're going to talk about for our section of future titles that we're excited for is going to be Fable. Um, it's just called Fable, but technically I think it's Fable 4. It's a role-playing action adventure game developed by Playground Games and published by Xbox Game Studio, coming out on PC, Xbox Series S and X sometime this year.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fable was
When you
Playground's
said to look for a
first.
game that you were excited for this year, me not finding anything on this list made me really just not like excited for the year at all. But I am excited to completely shit all over this game when it comes out because I really hope that it doesn't do well. Because I don't know, I watched the trailer here and I don't know, everyone's saying like, "Oh, this is all cool and stuff." This just seems like a bunch of people that played Fable back in the day and went, "Let's just make that again, but worse." I don't know. Maybe I'm just a huge cynic at this point, but after Fable 3, I just don't care about the series anymore. I feel like we heard about this years ago and nothing ever happened with it. Um,
It's been a while.
yeah, so like I don't know. There's like a scene in the trailer where like it's like your choices will affect the world, and the fucking character kicks a chicken, and then like Chicken Chaser pops up, and I'm like, okay, that's cute. That's a title. That's like a title that you can like have your character be named in like the first game. I don't know, maybe the second one too. Who knows? Um, but it's just like all these like little cute nods to the first game, and I'm like, all right, we'll just make the fucking first game over again then. Just like why are we trying to remake the thing that's already made? You know what I mean? I think I'm kind of sick of like people bringing back dead franchises. Just make a new game. It's really not that hard. They just take all of what was good about Fable and then just I don't know. They're probably just gonna make it worse. I'd rather Xbox. I know they can't do it, but what they should do is they should get off their ass and they should make a PC port for Fable 2, that would actually sell money. Sell money. Jesus Christ, it would sell copies and make money. This is probably, in my opinion, going to be a blatant cash grab. And I can't wait to completely shit all over this. I haven't even read the comments or anything. Like, I don't even know if I'm in the minority here. I don't really care. But I have zero faith in this game. And Fable 3 was easily one of the top worst games I've ever played. Just wish I could get all that time back. That being said, though, the first 2 Fables were absolutely amazing. So you know what I mean? It's like you can make one game great and then knock it out of the park with a sequel. Great. Okay, most companies can't do anything beyond that. And even within your own trilogy, they completely drop the ball on the third one. What makes anyone think that another completely different studio that has a completely different mindset, doesn't know what anyone with the original dev team was thinking, what makes anyone think that they could do that better? When has that happened before? Can we think of a time that anyone's revived a dead franchise and then just made that better? I can't.
I don't know anything about Fable. And I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. But to hop back to a point Brennan said, Playground Games first officially announced Fable 4 in July of 2020.
Yeah.
I don't know why companies announce games so far ahead of their release dates. Like fucking Bethesda with Elder Scrolls 6. Like, we're not getting this shit for another 3 years. You know. I'm like Brennan, like the first 2 Fables were really good. I thoroughly enjoyed those games. I didn't play 3 because before I spent my money on 3, I was told it was a dumpster fire. So looking at this, it's like I want it to be good because the first 2 were okay, but at the same time, it's like, am I just chasing nostalgia at this point? You know?
I feel you.
Like, as somebody who doesn't know anything about Fable, please explain like I'm 5.
You're an adventurer, you get married, you have kids.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like an action RPG, right? Where in the first one, it's better to just explain the first game. In the first game, you're like this little kid in a village, and the village gets set on fire by bandits, and then you're an orphan, and then you end up going off to like what's known as like the Hero Academy or whatever. It's not really called that, but essentially just like turn you into an adventurer and like be a hero and shit. And there's a big emphasis on like good guy and bad guy, right? Like in the first game, there was always main missions, and there was always 2 different versions of the mission. It was like help the farmers, help fight off the bandits, or join the bandits. Like fuck the farmers. There's a lot of stuff like that. Where think of like Knights of the Old Republic, the original Xbox. Think of that when we thought that morality in games was like this really cool thing. Like you could be a bad guy in a video game or a good guy. If you're a good guy, you get a halo and a white beard. And if you're a bad guy, you get these horns that grow out of your forehead, like that kind of shit. It's like the stupid black and white mentality of the early Xbox days. Think of that. And you could also, like Mike said, get married. You can get married to a lot of NPCs, and you can buy homes. You could like buy homes and like rent them out and just make a shit ton of money, which was kind of hilarious looking back on it. And then you can have like kids and stuff. I think you could have kids in the first one. I don't remember. Definitely in the second one. Yeah, it's like I don't know, it's supposed to be this like fantasy action RPG where your choices matter and stuff, but it's supposed to just be silly. Like the first 2 games had a lot of like I don't know, they were kind of fun. Like they didn't really take themselves too seriously. There were definitely serious moments, but like it was kind of a happy-go-lucky, kind of funny thing where you could kick the chicken. The chicken goes really far. I don't know.
Cheesy in a good way.
Cheesy in a good way, yeah, yeah. But like in it, but it definitely knew when to like hold back and be like, oh, it's a really serious moment. Like, oh, your sister gets you get flown out of a window and your sister fucking dies in the second game. Oh no. That's the intro. That's like the beginning. Your sister always dies in these games in the beginning. It's hilarious. That's actually really bad. But then they end up coming back and being like super dope. You know, like the first game, sister, she ends up going. She's not actually dead. Spoiler. Oh no! 20 years later, spoiler. She's not actually dead. You find out like maybe halfway through the game, not even like a third way through the game. She's just blind. But because she's blind, she gets like superpowers and she can like see the future and shit. And she ends up being a part of Fable 2, and she's like a really big part of Fable 2, and she's like a really cool character. So all these sisters that die end up being really cool. So it's like a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
100% bestie. I completely understand. I
Fuck this game.
um I will say that Emily enjoyed Fable previously and she is very much excited for this game. I would like to try it and give it a shot because it looks fun.
I'm gonna sit back and see how it does.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's like one of
Because
those ones I'd pick up on sale.
there are a few games I'm looking forward to this year. Um, and there's DLC I'm looking forward to that's gonna take up a lot of my time. So for me to want to get this, it's gonna have to be really good. And I don't think it's gonna be as good as I'm hoping. Because it looks like they're trying to copy Fable 1 with better graphics.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll just go find a copy of Fable 1. I still got my old PlayStation or an Xbox. I'll just pull them out and just go play the original Fable. Like,
Yeah, there's Fable remastered on PC.
yeah.
It goes
Oh, there
so
you go.
very very often. It's like just play that instead. There, saved you like $80.
Yeah, Fable Anniversary.
But the graphics.
Yeah.
You see, here's the thing. I don't give a shit about graphics. As long as I can play the game. Sometimes it's like people like a game comes out, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. And I'm like, I really don't care. Does the game play well? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Original Fable.
yeah, that's like the. I think even Fable 2, like if you have a certain. I think Fable 2 especially had like a certain style. I mean, it was obviously that was Xbox 360, but there was sort of art style Fable 2 that like I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe I would eat my words if I saw it, but I'm like, I feel like even that would kind of somewhat hold up today, ish. You know, maybe not the same. Definitely not Fable 1. I mean, like it would have a charm, but that would be like looking at Final Fantasy 7, you know, and being like, I can see it, but in objectively it looks like dog shit compared to everything else you've seen. It's polygons, you know.
I just realized that Emily has Fable Anniversary in our Steam family share thing. So I guess I'm gonna try it out.
There you go. By the time we do our next episode of the podcast, you can tell us how many kids you have.
I want to have 69.
I don't remember if you have more than one.
I don't remember either. I don't remember the I don't remember the kid thing. I just remember making everybody fall in love with you.
I don't know,
Hey.
man. I just remember I was playing Fable and I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I was married and had kids. Like that shit, man. That was like decades ago.
That was me last week.
You got married and had kids?
No, that was just a dream.
One
It's
day.
all just a dream.
Okie dokie. Speaking of going on quests and dreams and things, we are going to kick it over to the preview portion for February coming up. So we're going to start it off with Dragon Quest Remastered. It is I believe it's a JRPG. That's what the internet told me.
It
Correct?
Yeah.
is.
Okay, cool. It's turn-based. Was that right as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. It is developed by Hexdrive Inc. and published by Square Enix, coming out on the Switch, PS5, and PC on February 5th. So technically, it is already out.
It is. On OpenCritic, it has a top critic average of 85 and 93% of critics recommend. And on Steam, it's very positive with 657 reviews. I also didn't really know what to pick for this month. So I picked Dragon Quest VII Reimagined because um, I like Dragon Quest 11, and I never know. I know nothing about 7. I think 8's like the popular one, right? 8's the one on
I don't remember.
PS2. I'm pretty sure 8's the one on PS2, and everyone likes that one. Yeah, this just they just reimagined the Final Fantasy or Dragon. Whoops, that's a slip. Dragon Quest 7. Um, everyone says it's really good. And everyone says it's just a really good like reimagining of the first one. The first one being Dragon Quest 7. So why they decided to reimagine this one and not like some of the other ones is beyond me. Who knows? I don't really play many Dragon Quest games. But I think if I were to sit down and play any of them, it would probably be this one because it looks real shiny and real good. And yeah. And they've got a DLC thingy where you can wear the costume of the Dragon Quest 8 guy. Like, remember that game? Remember how everyone liked that? You would just throw costumes in that one for every game. Because that's how they got me for Dragon Quest 11. I was like, the main character looks dumb. His purple stupid tunic looks stupid. But I know the Dragon Quest 8 guy. I want his costume. And then I wore that one. And then I played a lot of Dragon Quest 11. It was pretty good. Unrelated, but related, but not really. I played Chrono Trigger for the first time. Like, not for the first time. That sounds ridiculous. I finished Chrono Trigger for the first time recently. And that is one of the best video games I've ever played in my entire life. And if you don't know, and by you, I mean Haley and anyone else listening to this, is Chrono Trigger was actually a super group. And I couldn't tell you the guys' names, but it's like the creator of Final Fantasy and the creator of Dragon Quest sat down and were like, let's make a video game together. And they made Chrono Trigger. And Chrono Trigger is considered to be one of the best games of all time. So maybe we should make super groups more often. Maybe we should, maybe we should do that and make more great games of all time. When's the last time anyone made one of those? The French did that with Clair Obscur.
That's the Clair Obscur, yeah.
But we should have like Kojima sit down with I don't know, George R.R. Martin and
he wanted to do that with Guillermo, and look where that went.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he did get Guillermo because Guillermo did a lot. I don't know how much Guillermo actually did outside of the they got his likeness for Dead Man, but I don't know how much he actually contributed towards the story. But yeah,
He must have contributed heavily to Silent Hills, but we all saw what happened. We all saw what happened on that one, though.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. You're right.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to lead with that, because that was like a whole thing when the when PT came out, it was
Yeah.
Kojima, Del Toro, and everybody was like, "Oh shit! Like these two guys are gonna be insane together." And then that shit didn't happen, and then we get Death Stranding. Not shitting on Death Stranding at all. It's a great game, but it's a complete opposite end of the spectrum of what we originally thought that we were going to get out of those two.
Yes, yeah. Long story short, play Chrono Trigger. Really good.
It is pretty good. I gotta agree with you on that one.
Yeah, like I mean, I've played it so many times, but like I never finished it. Like the last time I finished it, or no, the last time I played it, was a couple years ago, and I got to about like I'm not gonna spoil anything because I don't really care about Fable One spoilers, but Chrono Trigger spoilers, which are maybe even a couple 10 years before the game came out, like what 95, 96?
What trigger?
Yeah, it was SNES, right?
Yeah, it was yeah
93 or whatever. Yeah, so it's like, but I'm
95.
not gonna spoil that shit because it's real good. Even though it's one of the most spoiled games of all time, but I always get to like the last bit, and then you have to do all like the side stories, like all the side quests from all the characters and stuff, and then I usually stop there. But this time I actually did all of them, and it was good, and the ending was amazing. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that great. It's like you win, but like it was still good. You know, it still felt good. Um, I have no other thoughts about Dragon Quest Seven Reimagined. I'm sure it's great. I'll probably never play it.
Um, I don't know if I'll get it. I'm gonna be honest. I've never played a Dragon Quest game. I've seen the series a lot just because it's a mix between the Final Fantasy Studio and Akira Toriyama. Um, but
Yes.
otherwise, I've seen a lot of Dragon Quest over my whole life, because the shit started like in the 80s or something like that. But yeah, I've never played, so I like the way it looks. It looks nice, but I've never really played Dragon Quest. I don't know much about Dragon Quest other than who made it. So this one's kind of like, I'm glad it's getting good reviews, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, there are other things coming out right now that have my attention. So
I honestly, I it's cute, don't get me wrong, but I've never played a Dragon Quest game. I have no interest in playing this. If they took this art style and made it like a little cutie farming sim, 10 out of 10 would play it. Turn-based combat, I'm Gucci, my dude. Miss me. I want to ride on a wolf.
There,
Somebody
there,
say.
there's a character that rides on a wolf.
I know, I'm looking at him right now. I'm like, that's what I want to do. Um, but yeah, outside of the art style being cute, I have no interest in this. Oh, also, it looks like it is coming out on Xbox. I missed that. Apologies, but yes, you can also play this on Xbox.
yeah,
Next up on our list is Love Eternal. It is a psychological horror platformer developed developed by Brika, and I don't know how you pronounce that, and published by Jesper Games. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Coming out on Switch, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series S and X. I put X into X. There we go. Releasing on the 19th. Now, y'all would guess that Brennan picked this game because Haley doesn't play platformers. Bitch, you're wrong. I picked it. And you're going to say, oh my god, Haley, why'd you pick that? And I will tell you why. It's because there's nothing fucking coming out in February. But also, I don't know, it just looked cool.
it looks trippy.
Very.
Why would anyone think that I chose this game when I went first and told everyone the game that I picked?
You know, whatever. Anyway, um, anybody but Haley. There we go. That's what I'm going for. Anyway, um, so on the website, you play as Maya, a suburban child stolen from her family on the whim of a lonely god. Run, jump, and reverse the flow of gravity to traverse shifting dreamlike ruins and discover the unsettling secret of your new prison. It just looked cool. Honestly, it just looks cool. It's pixelated. I thought like the whole like premise behind it was like pretty cool because what do you mean I'm stolen by a god for what goddamn purpose? Um I just yeah, I just thought it was neat.
And it looks trippy. I'm watching the trailer right now. Yeah, it's tripping me out, man. It looks like wasn't there another platformer where that played with gravity like this? Um, shit, I don't remember. But as far as like setting and story goes, this looks pretty interesting.
Oh, this looks like a fucking. Oh god, now I know what I was watching the trailer before and I was like, this reminds me of something. And I clicked. What's the one? Celeste? Is that the name of it? It's like the girl who like has to climb the mountain.
Oh yeah, I think that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of that and like Super Meat Boy.
kind of. Yeah.
But also like the animation and like uh, I don't. Yeah, this looks interesting.
I I don't know if I'm going to play this. We'll see cuz as some people will talk about my platforming skills, they just aren't there. They're really
They're
bad.
non-existent. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
non-existent.
But this game like just looks so fucking interesting. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this story? Like, what the fuck is this story? Who are these people? What the hell is going on? Like that is the one thing I really want to know. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And throughout the game you have these like it goes from like 8-bit to like a more detailed 8-bit and it's just like what the fuck? Like and everybody looks creepy and they all have creepy faces and I'm just like, excuse me?
Yeah.
So,
This one I would only check it out because of the story. But yeah, I don't know. I applaud them for trying something different, but at least as far as like visuals and stuff go, but I don't know. I don't see this game doing too well. Even though I'm on the website right now and it's won awards. Even though it's not out yet, it's somehow won awards. Maybe that's a good sign.
there is a demo out for it. And the developer, who is a singular being, um, they've made some other games on itch. So I'm curious to see what those other games are like and how creepy and weird they are. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm super curious. I don't again, I think this is going to be a niche game. This isn't a game for everybody. I see it doing well with the audience that likes horror games and likes that platformer element, but I don't think this will be a game that everybody picks up.
I don't think so either.
So I feel like it's probably, if it does somewhat well, I could see it maybe winning like an indie, like another indie award here or there, but it's not going to win anything like game awards. But yeah, it seems interesting. I'm excited. And then last but not least, we are going to talk of Tales of, is it Berseria?
Berseria.
Yeah, remastered. It's a role-playing action game developed by DAG Inc. and published by Bandai Namco, coming out on Switch, PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X on the 27th.
So, in my opinion, one of the best JRPG series ever is the Tales series. And Berseria came out, wow, like a decade ago. Yeah, I'm looking at the release date right now. A decade ago. And Berseria is really good. It's got a nice dark, if you like the dark storylines. I really enjoyed it. There were little things that annoyed me, but a lot of those things are getting fixed. This game is going to include it's not like I'm promoting this game. According to Bandai, it's going to include a lot of the DLC that came out for the original, and it's going to include a lot of like quality of life. So if anybody's ever really wanted to play a Tales series game, I think this will be a good time to jump on the bandwagon and try one out.
I'm looking at the website right now and I see this girl, this outfit that shouldn't be considered a top at all. Honey, where is your shirt? Um,
You gotta play the game to understand.
God damn it.
Also, think of the audience.
Yeah, you got that right. So, would you say that I know nothing about the Tales series? Would this be a good game for me to pick up if I've never played one before?
Yeah, because every Tales game is essentially its own story. Kind of the way Final Fantasy does. Um, so this is a really good one. Like I said, if you've never played it before and you want to try one out, this is a good one to try out. Um, yeah, it was really, when I played it, it was really fun. It was really interesting. It does follow a lot of the Tales tropes, but otherwise, it's a good way to get into the series.
Meaning to play this one for a long time, to be honest. So I feel like this is like right up my alley. I really do like the Tales games,
Yeah.
but I've never finished a single one of them. It's hilarious. I always get to like actually. Okay, I lied. Tales of Symphonia. I don't even think I got close. Tales of Symphonia 2. I don't think I got close. But Tales of Arise, the one that came out a couple years ago, I got to like the last dungeon and then stopped because I'm a loser.
Why don't you kill me?
Quick question.
No.
Because, oh, I like this art style. What kind of combat is this? Is this turn-based?
No. Try to think of how you explain the combat. It is party system, but you only control one character at a time. It's like an action kind of system. You have all your party at the same time, but you control one, and then the AI controls the rest.
So it's almost like Dragon Age Inquisition, where you can your whole
Kind of.
party's fighting, but you can like move, you can bounce from each character.
I don't remember if you could bounce between characters in this.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
Interesting.
But, but Tales games are more action oriented. They're not entirely turn based.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find more games to play that just aren't, cozy Sims. The 2026 is the year that Haley branches out into new things outside of um, Disney Dreamlight Valley, which has been having me in a chokehold. I'm so sorry, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I've left you behind.
What you let go of Hello Kitty Adventure Island?
Listen, it was time for me to move on. I also just got
What?
to a point where it's grindy, so I have to get. I got the expansion for it, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. And for my island, I have to get everybody up to like best friend status, and that shit just taking too long. So I just started playing something else.
But I've been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure every day of my life since I was like 7.
You should probably see a psychiatrist.
I do.
I'm so happy for you. Anyway,
He
so
plays with me.
God. Um, so that is it for this episode of the pre-review crew. Talking about the future titles that we're excited for, previewing the games that are coming up for February. So before we leave, let's kick it over to any final thoughts.
Yeah, this year there's some stuff I'm looking forward to, and then just I don't know. Sadly, a lot of the games I'm looking forward to are like remasters of things. Um, but yeah, 2026 is kind of dry. Yeah, I'm just probably play a lot of Tekken this year. Season 3 looks good, so I'll probably be playing a lot of Tekken.
I want to just play Chrono Trigger again.
Do it.
I probably will actually. I also um I've been playing a lot of like retro games lately, and by retro games I mean games made before 2010, which
Oh, okay.
isn't which sounds retro, but like holy shit. So like I played all the Pokemon games recently. I'm
Hell yeah.
playing Black and White 2 currently, and it's I think we should bring back older games. I think they're just better than anything that we pumped out recently, except for Clair Obscure. But everything else has been hot garbage, except for Smurf Party Adventure.
God damn it.
Of course, man. How can we ever stop playing Smurf Party Adventure?
I played it every day
Like,
since it came out.
you got to be out of your mind if you're not playing Smurf Party Adventure, man.
That's the only thing that gets me out of bed nowadays.
It's the reason I live.
Seriously, we should make out and play Smurf Party Adventure.
Bro, I am so down.
Sweet.
Y'all are wild. I thought we left that in the past. Um,
We'll never forget Smurf Party Adventure. That is forever a part of our lives.
that
Seriously.
that game sold 2 copies. 2. And you know who bought those 2 copies? These two.
I know. I bought two and gave one to Mike.
There we go. Um, I don't. I'm hoping that this year isn't a remaster, reimagine, re blah 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 year. I feel like we got those, and I've said this before, we got those a lot after COVID, and I'm ready to just leave it in the past. Um, like that shouldn't be the main focus. I think we need new games, we need new IPs, Um, and focusing specifically on remakes and remasters, in my opinion, just is in a bit of a way a cop out. Um, I want to see new IPs coming out. I want to see new ideas coming out. Um, and in all honesty, like I do agree with Brendan. I think it would be cool to bring back some games, especially now since our technology is a hell of a lot better than what it used to be. Um, but again, it shouldn't just be that. We need new titles as well. So, yeah, that's about it.
Well said, Haley.
Also, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I am the next Shakespeare of video game thoughts and ideas. Um,
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, really. Keep it in your pants, okay?
um, oh my god. I Let me say one more thing. Um,
No.
Oh my god. I remember what happened the last time you said one more thing.
God damn it. Hold on. I promise. Ah, um, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
Uh,
So this is the end of the episode. For the pre-review crew, come back next month to see how the well, technically 2 games in February did, and then see what titles we pick for March. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and we will catch you back here next time. Goodbye.
peace.
I love you, I think.
He's having second thoughts.
I mean, delicious coffee.